I just caught it out of the corner of my eye. And I just got really anxious. And I looked up above the trees. I was like almost in hysterics. What the fuck is that?
What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Exploring the Unknown. I'm Dustin.
I'm Luke.
And we are the hosts with the most ghosts. Today, we've got an exclusive eyewitness account that will send shivers down your spine. Join us as we unravel the mysteries surrounding the legendary creature from its origins to recent sightings. Today, we're talking about Mothman.
Ooh, Mothman.
Ooh. If you've had any paranormal encounters or cryptid encounters, please feel free to reach out to us at exploring_the_unknown@outlook.com, and we'll try to get you on the show so that we can talk about that.
Yeah, you gotta hop into this episode?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Hello?
Hey guys, sorry. What's going on?
How you doing?
All right. I've got my earbuds in, so if you can't hear me good, just let me know and I'll take them out or whatever.
No, you're good. You're good.
Shh.
Up.
We're baby. Hold on.
Sorry about that. How you doing today?
That's all right. All right, how are you guys?
Not too bad. Not too bad. We got to go to work here shortly, so that kind of sucks, but
That sucks,
what are you going to do?
No.
Yeah. I work every other week, so I'm off this week.
What do you do for work?
Embroider hats.
No way. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Is it like a cell phone business, or do you work for a company?
Company, it's a factory.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah. I was actually headed there whenever I seen all that, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was that at nighttime or during the day?
It was in the morning.
Oh.
It was like 5 o'clock in the morning or so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you had other paranormal experiences?
Some in our house when we first moved out here. There was like all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff going on. Hear people walking, and there was a lady talking in the other room one day, and just stuff getting thrown off countertops and stuff.
That's
But
wild.
that finally calmed down after a while, so that's good at least.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, usually here on the podcast, we just have like a free form conversation. Everything kind of just flows. We have some questions that we'll ask. But if you could start at the beginning of your encounters and just kind of work up to the main event.
Yeah, so I was headed to work, and it was I leave here about 4:40 or so in the morning. I work out in Fredericktown, Missouri out there. So I was headed down 72 East there towards work, and I just got really anxious, out of nowhere. It was really weird. I don't know. And then this truck come by, and it was so weird because it was kind of like stadium lights on this truck. It was super weird. And right after that, I just caught it out of the corner of my eye, and I looked up above the trees, and I was like, "What?" I don't know if you guys care about cussing or not. Like,
No, you're good.
I was like, "What the fuck is that?" So I looked back at the road because I'd seen it, I was like up at the top of the trees, and I looked back again, and I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" Because at that point, I was like almost in hysterics because I'm by myself. There's something I'm not supposed to be seeing, like,
Yeah.
And I looked back at the road again. I looked back up, just about crying, and it was gone. And I just like, it's like, what the fuck? Like, it's
Yeah.
not supposed to be there. Like, I believe in that stuff, you know what I mean? But you don't think you're gonna see it.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like I was crazy. I'm sitting there trying to rationalize it, I'm like, oh, I just fell asleep driving, or I was hallucinating. I was like, I couldn't be hallucinating. Why would I hallucinate? It's like I was not that tired. Like,
Yeah.
like it
Definitely
was
shocking.
nuts. It's like, well, I mean, you've seen the pictures, so it looked like that. At first, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, "Is that Jeepers Creepers?" I was like, "What the hell is that?" Like, and then, after I'd thought about what I had seen, and it looked just like Mothman, and he was, like, hovering above the tree line up there and just, like, watching me. He had, like, one
Yeah.
leg straight kinda, another leg cocked, and just, like, watching me. I
Yeah.
was like I was huh?
Could you tell like how big it was? Was it real big?
I mean, it's about the size of a probably tall man, probably a 6-foot man or so.
That's wild. So
It was big.
definitely,
I
there's no
see.
mistaking it wasn't a bird.
No, it was not a bird. Like, I've talked to so many people who are like, "It's just a bird, you're crazy." I'm like, "No, man, like, this thing was massive." And, like, it's above the tree line, so it's a ways away. So if it was a bird, it
Yeah.
wouldn't be you wouldn't be able
Right.
to see it that good. See, but everybody talks about, like, the red eyes on there. Like, I didn't
Hmm.
see the red eyes, but it was so far away from me, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That I don't think I could have seen it, but, oh my god, it scared the hell out of me. I felt crazy for weeks.
I
Because
bet.
like, you have to rationalize what you just saw. And I told my
Yeah.
old man about it, and he's like, I believe you. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I like, because you tell people and then you get, oh my God, I got made fun of so bad at work for that. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because they're like, you're crazy. I'm like, no, I saw something. Like,
Yeah.
it just scared the
Yeah.
hell out of me.
Yeah. You said you got anxious. It's almost like maybe your body was reacting to.
Yeah, it was weird because nothing had happened. I wasn't worried about going to work. It wasn't anything. It just came on me, and I was like sitting there, like, why am I so anxious? I was like,
That's
you
wild.
know, like,
Yeah.
why? And then I saw that, and like, I was like, to the point of I had a scream getting like, it was so weird. Like, I don't know why I was so scared. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's something you're not supposed to see, you're by yourself, of course you're gonna be scared. But, like,
Right.
I was in hysterics, like, getting ready to start screaming and crying, and, like, it was nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you gotta make sense of it in some way. You see something that you
Yeah,
don't see every day, and what you've been told isn't possible or isn't real up to this point in life. You gotta try
right.
to make, like you said, rationalize and figure out what the
Yeah,
heck
like,
was it
and
that I just saw.
I know, and I've believed in that, like, I believe in that kinda stuff, but, like, you believe in it to a point, I guess, until
Hmm.
you see it, and then you're
Yeah,
like, "There's no way." Like, what was that? Because I was thinking that, like, it could've been a bird, but there's no way this thing was the size of a man. Like,
yeah,
and I look all the time. I'll sit there and look and see, if is he back or whatever, Like,
yeah.
honestly, was wanting to see him again just to know I wasn't crazy, like,
Right.
you know? But he don't work that way, so it didn't happen. But it was like I think it was like 7 because I've looked and looked trying to figure out, like, the exact spot, you know?
Mhm.
But it's hard out there because it's all trees out there, all kinda look similar.
Yeah,
So, I think it was, like, 7 minutes before I was at work, so 7 minutes from my work is where I'd seen it, and, like, yeah, it's just nuts.
yeah. Have
Yeah.
you heard of other accounts where people has witnessed Mothman like recently? Because I know that they had that big thing with the bridge a long time ago.
Yeah, I looked up some after that because I just, wanted to see if I was crazy or what was going on, and there was some in Missouri. I think it was a few years back. I haven't seen anything about any, like, around Fredericktown that I could find, but, I mean, they all basically because I dug into it after that, because I felt so crazy,
Mhm.
and, pretty much everybody that has seen him has said the same thing, like, they feel crazy, they felt anxious, like, all this stuff, like, you
Yeah,
know, it's
yeah.
just I don't know, not something you're supposed to see.
Right. We talk about that all the time. Like, what would you do, like, if you seen Bigfoot or any cryptid or anything like that?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think
because
we
like, you
actually.
believe in it, but
Right. Right. That's
yeah.
wild.
Yeah, it's crazy. But, I mean,
So
that was
what?
that was pretty much the extent of it. It was pretty fast, like.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. I'm stuttering.
It's okay, I stutter all the time.
I got a million questions in my brain. They're all trying to come out at once.
Right.
Um. Oh, now I forgot them all. Luke, jump in.
Now, where did you say you were at when you ever saw this thing? I missed that
So
part.
okay, so I work out in Fredericktown, Missouri there, so there's 2
Okay.
different 72s. I actually had to ask this yesterday because I couldn't remember which one it was. So it's on 72 East. like you're going towards Fredericktown, and it was like right up above the tree lines, like just hanging out up there, just watching me, which I mean scared me even more because like it's watching me, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
sitting
It's
there
weird to
watching each
hear.
other.
It's weird to hear Mothman experiencing like a different place in West Virginia because they say like used to hearing it in West Virginia at Pleasant Park. Is that where it's at?
Point Pleasant.
Yeah, that's it. Point
Oh
Pleasant.
yeah, Point Pleasant, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. I seen on like websites that a lot of people still see them out there and stuff, you know, or they
Yeah.
did. I don't know if they still do or not, but
Mm.
Now, do you think it's just one creature, or do you think it's multiple different creatures?
man, I don't know, you know, because I've wondered that. Like, is there more out there? You know, is it one Mothman? Like, you
Mm-hmm.
know, is there like a family of Mothmen out there? We don't know, you know.
Yeah.
Oh God, one day we're gonna get taken over by Mothman and Bigfoot.
Right? I know. I was talking to my coworkers about it, and they're like, "Man, next time hit them with your car, put them in the trunk." I'm like, "Nah, man. Like, I don't want nothing to do with that."
I have to start carrying a bug zapper with you.
Yeah, yeah. No kidding. Like, I watch all the time anymore since I seen that, though.
I don't blame you. I would be too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Uh,
right.
do you feel like since you've seen it, do you feel like you have to look over your shoulder constantly now just to
I did for a little bit, but, like, all kinds of weird stuff was happening right after that, like, I don't know, it was weird. We were, like, driving down this road, and out of nowhere, this, like, big old tree branch just come falling down, which I know, you know, you can rationalize that, like, a tree branch just broke. But then it was like it just seemed like everything, like something was almost following you, you know? And I
yeah.
don't know if it's just in your head maybe because it's, you know, you're scared when you see something like that or,
Hmm.
you know. But I did for a while just because, you know, like I drive by myself. I drive a lot because I commute for work.
Yeah.
So, and it's usually dark whenever I'm driving. So I'm
Yeah.
always kind of watching, like, you know,
what was the
especially after
biggest
that.
what was the biggest detail that you remember about it?
Just how he was up there, like he had his wings kind of spread, you know?
Hmm.
And just the way he had his legs and stuff, like, just watching, like, it's wicked, you know, it's crazy,
Yeah.
like, almost feels like you're being hunted by him because he's watching you,
Ugh.
you
That's
know?
creepy.
Yeah, like, that's how it feels like, especially when you're by yourself, man, nobody else is on the road, it's just you, like,
Mm-hmm.
man, that thing could swoop down there, you know? Like,
Right. Oh
yeah,
man.
so and to
That's interesting.
rationalize that was so hard.
Yeah.
'Cause you can't like, how do you know? Because I thought the same thing. At first, I thought there was, like, a smudge on the windshield, and maybe it just
Yeah.
caught my eye weird, but I'm like, "There's no way because I looked at him twice. I saw him twice.
Yeah.
Like,
What do you think he really is?
I don't know, man. Like, I really don't. It's you know, how I don't know, honestly. Like, just some humanoid creature, I guess, but, like, I don't know. I mean, what do you what do you think? I really don't know.
I don't know either. I'm like one of them people that's kind of on the fence about things. Like I want to believe it, and I take like everybody's encounter for what they say. You know what I mean? I don't discredit anybody, but I'm also like one of the people that don't truly believe things until I see it for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I'm kinda that way, you know? And then you
Yeah.
see it, and then you're like, "Oh, shit." Like,
Right. That's exactly it.
yeah.
How
But,
long
yeah,
ago
you're
did this encounter happen?
it wasn't long, like, a couple minutes, you know?
No,
Long enough to
yeah.
how long ago or
How long
Yeah.
ago did this happen? Like time
it was
wise?
before Christmas. I actually put it in my notes because I found the date. Because whenever you guys had contacted me, I was like, "Well, I wanna see what day that was." I have it in my notes if you want me to look real quick,
Yeah, if you want to look real quick
'cause
and see what day it was.
I marked it down because I knew I wouldn't remember that. Let's see. Let's see, it was November 25th. Yeah,
Oh wow.
last year. Yeah. So, I mean, it's been a little while. Like I said, I've not seen anything again after that.
And
Would
you
you like
found
to?
Do what?
Would you like to see another Mothman?
I don't know. Like, just so I know I'm not crazy, like, just so I'm not questioning. Like, at the same time, it's like,
Hmm.
just a
you
quick
know,
confirmation sighting.
yeah, just be like, okay, yeah, I saw you. Like, you can go home now.
Have
Yeah.
you, whenever you were diving into the research and stuff, did you find any other encounters that were near the location that you had seen it at?
Not really. There was some in Missouri. I can't remember where it was though, because it's been a couple of months since I did look. But there was some more in Missouri, but it's been a few years.
Mm,
I can't remember when exactly or anything, but yeah, because like, I was curious if anybody else saw it that day.
Hmm.
yeah.
But yeah. But I mean, I didn't post about mine, like, so somebody could have,
That's yeah. Maybe somebody listening to the podcast might reach out and be like, "Hey,
maybe.
I was there. I seen it."
Yeah. I saw him too, you're not crazy. Like, I'd be cool with that, 'cause then I know, like, I'm not crazy, man. Like,
Hmm.
Yeah.
because you post stuff like that and people say you're crazy, it's like, you
Yeah.
know, I get it, I get it. Like, but yeah,
Mm,
like, I don't know, man, it was nuts. Just the anxiety before I
yeah.
even saw it was crazy.
Yeah. I bet it was overwhelming.
Like, it really was. Like, I was, like, in tears. Like,
Oh, I think every state has its own like cryptid, and you said you're in Missouri.
yeah.
What's the cryptid down there?
I don't remember. I think it's like a mudman or something.
Mudman? Holy
I
crap!
think I can't remember because I seen it because I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's something like that. I can't remember what it was. Dogman, Mugman. I don't remember honestly. I haven't
Oh
like
man.
looked it up. I should. I need to. Like I know I seen it when I looked up all that, but I was like not looking for that. I was looking for Mothman,
Hmm.
so I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Luke, you look like you're concentrating. You looking it up?
Yeah, I'm trying to look it up. So,
You're gonna prove me wrong because I really don't know.
something just happened.
Oh,
I'm
see,
trying to remember,
paranormal.
but yeah, yeah.
Here in Pennsylvania, ours is the squonk. Have you ever heard of that one?
I think I've heard of it. I don't think I've like looked into it though and seen what it was really.
It's not a very pretty creature, and it's not a very happy
Yeah,
one either. It's very sad.
yeah. Is it? I'm gonna have to look that one up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that stuff. Sorry, I got a cat running around me over here.
Nah, no worries.
But yeah, it wasn't a long encounter or anything. I wish I had more, to tell you guys. It
Yeah.
just happened so fast.
Yeah, well, you're
But
the first Mothman encountered on the show.
oh yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah.
nice, nice. I get to be the first crazy one.
But hey, we're all crazy here, so it's okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's cool. At least we're crazy together, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
And you said you had other paranormal experiences. What were those
Yeah,
like?
this house that we're in now, like, oh my gosh. I don't they say that like they don't like changes to like
Hmm.
ghosts and
Hmm.
stuff. So when we first moved in, like you could always, which we still hear people walking up and down the steps 'cause it's a two-story house. So we hear somebody walking up and down the steps a lot, or somebody walking upstairs, and I'm by myself a lot at home because I'm off work, take my
Hmm.
kid to school and I'm home by myself. So I'm always hearing stuff. But one day I was in the kitchen like cooking or something, and I clearly heard this woman talking in the living room. Like I heard her talking. And I was on the phone with my old man and I was like, "Nope." I said, "Screw this. I'm going outside. I'll be out there till you get home." I was like, "I'm not doing it." Like I went outside, sat there till he got home. I was like, "No." But like, I
Yeah.
mean, we'd come home and there'd be something like laying in the floor, got thrown off the countertop. And we didn't have a cat then, so it wasn't a cat,
Hmm.
Oh
and
wow.
one day because we have like it's a basement, but there's like this weird door you have to open up, you know?
Yeah.
So, the door to that room was open one day and, like, just all kinds of stuff just getting thrown. You'd hear somebody walking in the living room, like, it's nuts. They turned the lights out on me one day. It was crazy.
Oh
Because like a
wow.
little kid like flickers the light switch.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it was like that. It did it 3 times, so it was, like, on and off, like, 3 times. Well, and I was playing a game, so it did it again, and I was like, "What the" because 'cause I'm just thinking, it's just the electric just flickering. So it did it again, and I looked up, and it did it a 3rd time, but the kitchen light didn't do anything. Like, everything else was fine. It was just that light.
Oh
I was
wow.
like, "Man." It chilled out after a while, I guess it got used to us maybe, you
Mhm.
know?
Yeah.
But, I mean, you can hear somebody walking around and stuff, and yeah,
Have you ever done any investigating in there, or had someone come in and do some investigating?
I haven't. I'm a wimp when it comes to that stuff, so, like, I'm afraid, like, if I do that, is it just gonna make it worse?
Mhm.
Is it gonna make it mad?
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you're
So
opening up that line of communication.
mhm.
It could
Which
potentially.
like, around the time that it really got bad. So, I was watching because I like watching Ghost Paranormal and stuff, and it was one with a Ouija board, and I was sitting there watching it, and then that's whenever all that happened, so I'm sitting there like, does that kinda like, because you wouldn't think that would open a portal in your home,
Hmm.
just watching it, but, like,
Mhm.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe. Like, you don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
True. True. A lot of people though they don't want to even talk about it because they're afraid that it might draw it in.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like, I didn't watch anything like that after that in here because it got real bad.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
nah. Like, I'm good, man.
What's your husband think about this?
The Mothman thing or just all
I
of
mean,
it?
any of it. Yeah, any of it.
He believes me on the Mothman. Like, he helped me like he looked into it more than I did actually, because he's always wanting to see he don't get to see stuff and he's
Mhm.
jealous, like he wants to see that. I'm like, you can see it. I didn't want to see that. So yeah, he's like always watching the sky for UFOs and stuff and like always. So
Sounds
he
like
looked
us.
super into it. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
He looked super into it, and, like, that's when he was telling me, like, the way that I had felt crazy and stuff, that's how everybody has felt that's reported it? Like,
Mhm.
I
Hmm.
actually read an article to where it's, like, ruined people's lives because like, they couldn't get
Oh.
over the fact that they saw it, you know? It just made them feel so crazy, I guess, and just, because my emotions were haywire after I had seen him. I'm not gonna
Mhm.
Hmm.
lie. Like, I was, like, wanting to cry all the time, and, like, it was crazy. It's like everything just went haywire.
Yeah.
Like, I guess just because you feel crazy. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that, but
Yeah. I kind of believe that it's like a natural reaction that your body has. You know how like the like prey and predator type thing. The prey has
yeah.
a natural reaction to the predator's presence.
Yeah, I've wondered that myself, if maybe it just, like, puts off this, you know, energy or
Hmm.
something. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm not an expert in that kind of stuff, just you
Neither am
try to
I.
figure out why you're feeling that way. Like, "Why am I
Yeah.
wanting to cry?" Like but yeah, it's like, he believed that I seen it and stuff, which was good. He didn't think, 'cause you don't want your significant other to be like, "Well, you didn't see that." Like
Yeah.
but yeah, like, he didn't believe me about the ghost stuff until, he had put I think it was a cake on the countertop, and he'd went to work, and I hadn't been home, and he come home, and it was, like, laying in the middle of the kitchen floor, and it was, like, upside down. I was like, "I told you." Like, there is stuff happening in this house.
Oh wow. After
Yeah.
that, he was a believer of what's going
Oh,
on.
yeah. Yeah. He's like, "Alright, I believe you." I'm like, "Yeah." Like, I don't sit in this house unless I have some kind of noise going, cause like, I don't wanna hear it? Like,
Right.
I'm a wimp, man, like, I love to watch it, but if it comes down to, like, I'm gonna see it, nah, I don't wanna see it. Which is stupid, but, like, it's
I'll watch it from a
stupid.
distance.
Yeah, yeah, like, I'll watch you see it, but I don't wanna see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, it's cool as shit, though, to see Mothman? You just have to deal with all the people that actually only, like, 3 or 4 people know that I was doing the podcast. Like, just because all the other ones are gonna sit there and give me too much crap over it, so,
Yeah.
I
No, I get that. I get
it's
that.
cool, it's whatever. Yeah.
It's funny how you think like the ones that are the closest to you are going to be the ones that judge you the most.
Mhm. Yep, which is funny because my grandma, I went and seen her yesterday, and she's, like, super Catholic, I grew up Catholic. So I wasn't gonna tell her. But we
Yeah.
were talking, I was like, "Yeah, I got something I gotta do tomorrow," and I finally told her, and she's like, "What did you see?" So I explained it to her, and she was talking about, how she's seen a UFO, and I was like, "Yeah, I feel kinda weird doing the podcast," and she's like, "No, you need to do it. You need to go do it. Have fun,
Oh
go
wow.
do it." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Like, was not expecting that from you. So,
That's
yeah, man.
interesting. What was her
Yeah.
UFO experience like?
She said that her and my grandpa, I guess I don't know if they were in their bedroom or what, but she seen a light like go past, the window kind of real slow, I guess. And she yelled at my grandpa to come look, and he come over there, and like they seen this weird light just going through the sky. Like, yeah, she said it was a UFO, like she didn't know what it was.
Oh, that's
I
crazy.
seen one, I seen one probably about 2 years ago. So Piedmont, Missouri, out there, there actually has been apparently a lot of UFO sightings out that way through the years.
Mhm.
So I used to live out in Poplar Bluff. So I was on my way home and I seen this weird like so it looked like something because I have a picture of it. I'd have to find it, but I do have a picture I took of it. It looked like something kind of falling, but it was huge and it was just falling at this weird pace. And I just kept seeing it and I took a picture and you zoom in and I don't know if maybe something had fell off of something and like, how whenever it goes through the atmosphere and stuff, it like catches on fire or whatever.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
it looked like it was just something with flames, but you zoom in, like, it's nuts. Like, it was so crazy, and then it just, like, disappeared on me. But
That's
Piedmont,
wild.
Missouri has, like, a ton of UFO sightings.
Yeah. Well, if you ever find that
Yeah.
picture, we'd love to see it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I've
for
got it on
sure.
my phone. I got it on my phone, I'll find it and I'll send it to you guys.
Yeah, that'd be
But,
great. Thank you.
yeah. But, yeah, I mean, other than that, like, it's pretty much all I've seen. Like, not really seen a ghost, like,
Yeah.
my mom and dad's house is pretty bad, but they have a lot of experiences out there.
Oh yeah.
So, actually, whenever I talk about my experiences and my mom will tell me about hers, all her activity will start up a lot, so we have to, like, switch topic. Like
Wow.
yeah, yeah,
Do you
yeah.
think hers is a little worse than over at your house?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I hate that house. Like, it's bad out there. Yeah, my nephew, when he was little, he went and asked her, he's like, "Ma, what was that light?" And she's like, "What light, George?" He's like, "That light, Ma." She goes, "There's no light." He goes, "It went through that wall and through that wall." Like, my kid was there too, and she's like they're all freaking out, like, "What was that?" Like,
Oh wow.
Oh
yeah,
wow.
yeah, that house is pretty rough,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Is it an old house or?
Yeah, yeah, it's old.
Mm,
It's one of those that's got, like, a kind of a half-finished basement, I guess, so there's, like, this room that's just completely dirt. Like,
mm.
that room creeps me out so bad. Like, it's just dirt. Like, water heaters in there and then just all
Uh-huh.
dirt.
That's interesting. I've been in
Yeah,
a couple houses like that.
yeah,
They some old houses. Yeah.
yeah,
Wow. That's
yeah,
wild.
yeah.
So, do
It's
you hope to
crazy.
have more paranormal experiences in the future?
Um, yeah, like, I listen to a lot of, like, paranormal podcasts and stuff, like, I love it, but, like, I don't know, man, I'm such a wimp, like, it's bad. Like,
Would you
I love
rather
hearing it.
would you rather it be a surprise encounter or
Yeah, I guess because I don't wanna know what's coming. I won't be here. Like, I'm gonna leave, man.
Oh man, that's
So,
wild.
yeah. Yeah, it was, so, oh, what is it? The kids with the, what are they called? They have the black-eyed kids. You ever heard
Oh
Hmm.
of those?
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was, getting ready to go to work, and it was, like, 4:15 in the morning, and I was leaving, and for some reason, it just popped in my head. So I was like, "Oh god," I'm, like, running to the car because, like, like I said, I'm a freaking wimp, man. So I get in the car, and it was weird because I went around the corner, and there's this woman just standing in the middle of the road, and it was creepy. She's staring down at the road, like, almost comatose, just standing there. Doesn't even acknowledge that I pull up to her to pass her. I was not stopping, I can tell you that right now, because I was already creeped out, like, so I pulled up next to her and she never looked, never nothing, just standing in the middle of the road, fucking comatose. And I'm like, you know, So I turned and I seen her just like slowly turn, like you'd see in a horror movie. And I was like,
mm.
I said, sitting there thinking, man, I swear to God, if you're in front of me further up the road, like you're gone, man. Like, not doing it. Like,
I'm
no.
gonna run you over. I'm telling you now.
Oh, I would have ran her over so fast, man. Like, I'll go to jail. It's fine.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. I keep hoping I see Mothman again, though. I'm not gonna lie, because it's I don't know. It's hard to explain because
yeah,
like I was so overly scared. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel
yeah,
like, cause I thought about it later. Like I should not have been that scared. There's
yeah.
so far away and stuff. And I don't know if it was just my body reacting to something I shouldn't see.
Mm-hmm.
But like you'd like to see it again just to know that's what you saw.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
like just to verify to you that yeah, you did see that. But are you gonna believe it again? Like might be in the same boat. Maybe like I didn't see that. Like,
Well, if you do see it, let us know. We'd love to have you back
yeah,
on and
yeah,
talk about it.
yeah, yeah. I hope you guys had any more questions about it. Like I said, it was so fast. I wish I had more on it. It's just such a fast experience.
Yeah.
You know, you hear all these stories and they have like all these details and stuff. It's like, man, mine was so quick. It's like snap of a finger.
Mm.
No, it's
Yeah.
definitely
But
cool
like,
that you saw one there. Glad you
do
reached
what?
out. No, it's cool that you saw one and you reached back out to come on the
Yeah, yeah,
podcast.
yeah. Well, I thought about going on one, but like I said, it was just such a fast experience. I felt like I really just didn't have enough to even matter.
Yeah.
So I didn't wanna, like, waste your guys' time because like, I saw it
Mm-mm.
twice. Like, freaked
Yeah.
out, wanted to cry like a baby. Like
Yeah. The thing about these conversations is it starts with Mothman and then it leads to other things. We talked about paranormal experiences at your house and stuff.
yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So
UFOs and
UFOs, yeah.
all kinds of stuff, yeah.
I don't know what I would see or what I'd do if I seen a UFO. I think that
That's
might
crazy.
break me more if I had seen Bigfoot.
Yeah. Yeah, because like, there's something else out there.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
What'd you see about, I think it was Illinois, had a UFO sighting recently? Did you see about that?
uh,
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so Illinois had this big old UFO sighting, and like apparently like hundreds of people. I don't know if it was hundreds, but lots and lots of people seen the same UFO.
oh,
Like
really?
there was all kinds of posts about it and stuff. Yeah, I need to look into it because I didn't. One of my coworkers said something to me about it because like he knew my Mothman story. He's like, "Do you see the UFO?" It's like, no. He's like, "It was in Illinois." I'm like, "Well, how am I going to see it? I'm in Missouri, man." Like,
We'll have to
but
see
yeah,
if we can't
you have to
find
look into
somebody.
that. It was
Yeah, we'll
pretty
see if.
recent.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Was it? Do you know
So
if it
yeah,
was during the
definitely.
day or at night or?
I'm not sure. I don't remember because I didn't really look into that one a whole lot.
Yeah.
So I need to, like I said, I love that stuff. I just hadn't done it. I'm busy
Yeah.
all the time.
I don't think we had too many UFO encounters on, if any. I mean, I know we
We
had a
had a
couple
couple,
people. Yeah, but I don't
but
think
Yeah,
that was like their main thing. I think that was just something that they brought up.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Kind of like us. We've talked about all of it.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, yeah. That's the best kind, though, right?
What's that?
Guess that's the best kind, though, right? You gotta,
Oh yeah.
get a bunch of stuff in there. Yeah, yeah. Definitely
Yeah.
look into that one though. Was it out in Illinois?
Yeah. It's cool to hear other people's encounters and opinions on this kind of thing, because this is like the leading edge of what happens after you die.
Yeah, yeah. It's nuts. Yeah,
All them
everybody's got a
questions.
different opinion, and then you get the ones that are super skeptic. And
Right.
Mm-hmm.
my best friend's like that. She was sitting there. She's like, "You didn't see that." I'm like, No, I saw something. You saw a bird." I'm like, "Okay, like whatever you want to believe." Like,
We have
I
a
wish I
couple
could.
Right.
people out
I
like
don't think.
it's like that.
Yeah, I wish I could like
Yeah.
draw, so I could like draw what it looked like, but like it'd be a stick figure with wings, like, you know, wouldn't work. But I mean, basically, like what you look up online, that's
That's pretty much it.
basically what it was. Yeah. Yeah, just like
That's
staring at you.
wild.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nuts.
One of the things that I fear is like seeing myself. Like I don't know if that makes sense, but like a doppelganger type thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like I look
Apparently,
at
I've got like a
myself.
couple.
You have a couple
Oh,
doppelgangers?
apparently, because people all the
Oh wow.
time, like when I started working where I work, they come up to me. I don't even know them. Like, how's your mom doing? Well, my mom lives in DeSoto, and it's an hour away. I was like, she's okay. Like, she's like, well, is she still doing this? I'm like, my mom lives in DeSoto. I'm pretty sure you don't know her. Oh, I had somebody come up to me. Actually, my old man's sister called me, and she's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm at work. She's like, your doppelganger is sitting in this car right next to me. I almost ran up and hit the window. It's like, well, I'm glad you didn't, because it's not me. Like,
Oh my gosh.
she actually got a side picture of the girl, and like we like kind of in a way, I could seeing her from the side that you would think it was me. I
Yeah.
was like, well, I'm glad you didn't do that. Like,
That poor girl would
yeah.
have been scared.
Mhm. Oh yeah. I'm like, who are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I would just die if I ran into myself. I always think that I'm like lurking around the corner at nighttime outside.
That'd be something. Walk out there and just see yourself looking back. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I'd
I
probably have
don't
a heart
think
attack.
I'd just die immediately.
Yeah, yeah. I
Um,
I couldn't tell you. I don't know what my biggest fear is, to be honest.
well, hopefully
Mine's
it's not
creepy
Mothman.
dolls.
No, well, I mean, it's a little one. Like, I drive
It's
through
up
all the
there.
time, man. Like, always passing the area. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I always look up there and just see, is he still there? You know,
Yeah. I don't blame you.
I
because
would
of
do the
like,
same thing.
yeah, because like, what is he doing out there? It just makes
Yeah.
you
Hmm.
wonder. Like, what would you do as a Mothman? Like, you just fly around and like, what does he eat? I don't know. It just
Right.
gives me all kinds of questions. Like, hopefully
Yeah.
not people. Like, like I will hit him so fast with my car too. Be hard to explain though. Like,
That would be hard to explain.
like, no man, it was Mothman, I swear. Yeah. Get a picture at least so you can explain it to the insurance company.
Yeah. Well,
Hmm.
hopefully you don't go to jail for that one. The old lady you might go to jail for.
I might go to jail for that one, yeah. I don't know. Conservationists might get you on Mothman. I don't know.
God, that would be weird, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it have to explain that? Like, I wasn't hunting him. He just showed up, man.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys haven't seen anything like that?
Mm-mm.
No.
I
No?
seen something weird once while hunting up in the mountains here in Pennsylvania. I'm not sure what it was though. The people that I was with claimed that it was a wolf, but they didn't get a good look at it. I didn't get a good
Yeah.
look at it. I know it was white, and I know it was bigger than a German Shepherd, but
Oh,
there's no
yeah.
wolves. There's no wolves up there. I looked. I checked like
Huh.
the wildlife page. Nothing. But
That's
not
crazy.
far from there, not far from where we were hunting, there was this white Bigfoot sighting.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
A white Bigfoot?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I didn't even know there was such thing as a white Bigfoot, man.
Neither did
Yeah.
I until I looked at him.
That's crazy. Like, huh. Makes you wonder what all is out there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of these myths and legends and stuff that we hear about, like in folklore, they gotta have some truth to them.
Yeah. I
I
agree.
don't. I mean, if not, I mean, that's pretty creative.
Yeah. Yeah, especially when you have so many different people seeing it, like whenever the bridge and all that with Mothman, there was all those sightings. Like they tried playing it off as mass hysteria.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But like, how do you get that many people
Just
to say
right.
something, you know,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
to say something like that?
Yeah.
And then you have all these individual sightings like me, and then I'm sure there's all kinds of other ones out there.
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
we're not all just in it together. Like
Right.
like like you just meet some random person, hey, you want to say you're seeing Mothman? Like, okay. Like, no,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, don't work like that.
Do you think the
Yeah.
government knows
About Mothman?
any of it? Do you think they know the truth behind any of
I
it?
don't know. I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, they just recently come out with all the UFO stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, probably know something about it, I would think. Because you know they look into that stuff.
I think they know.
Like, I think so. Because you hear about all the time people that have seen stuff like that, and all of a sudden the men in black show up at their door, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie, like, I'm not like a conspiracy theorist, anything like that, but, like, I was kinda worried about that, you know, whenever I first saw it, because I was gonna post it on Facebook because it was
Mm-hmm.
nuts, and then I'm, like, thinking about all those stories where you see about the men in black showing up at their houses and stuff, and I was like, "Man, I
Yep.
don't know." Like, so
Yep.
I'll let you guys know if that happens, like,
Well, that's
you
like I
know?
talk to him, tell him all the time. I was like, we talking to different people about their experiences. What if one day we talk to the wrong person and then we got the
Right.
men in black at our door, like, hey, you can't talk about this no more.
Right. Yeah. Put you in jail or something, man.
Make you disappear or something.
Yeah. Because I mean, you see it like that, like,
It
you
happens.
know? It
Yeah.
does happen, like, they try to play it off, it doesn't, but, this
Mhm.
person saw something and all of a sudden they're gone.
Right.
Or they had a heart attack, or they're pushed out a window, or,
Right.
you know?
I think even in like the Bigfoot community there has been people that like came out saying things and then kind of disappeared.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
think so. I think you're right, because I remember seeing something about that. Yeah. So hopefully I don't disappear after this, but,
Well, if
you
you
get, like,
disappear, we'll
some
probably all
911
disappear.
from me. Yeah, that's true, that's true. We in it together at least,
Yeah.
Maybe the 3 of us can come up with a way to get out.
That'd be all right.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean,
I don't think I have any more questions. Luke, did you have any questions?
No.
No.
yeah, I
No.
don't think I have anything else to add, just the fear of it though,
Yeah.
it was nuts.
What do you think about psychics?
Psychics.
Hmm.
I don't know. So, like, I mean, I've had, Wiccan books and stuff, I used to kind of practice Wicca, you
Hmm.
know? Like, I had I still actually have a deck of, tarot cards and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like, I never did readings, really. Like, I had a tarot book and stuff that I would,
Hmm.
tell you how to do it and stuff. And, like, I think it can be real,
Yeah.
honestly. I do.
I,
If but I don't know if I'd go as far as, like, a psychic,
yeah.
you know? I feel like a
I
lot of that stuff they play on.
yeah. I read tarot cards.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Uh,
Yeah, I
uh,
wanna get back into it so bad.
the reason that I brought that up because I wanted to see get a feel for what you thought on the topic before I said anything is because as we're sitting here, something kept popping into my head that was completely unrelated to the conversation, and I don't know why, but I felt like it had something to do with you. And now you're gonna think I'm crazy. I know you are.
Okay.
Do you do you play D&D by chance?
Yeah, man, like,
No.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, me and my old man actually so that new one that come out, you
Hmm.
know,
Oh,
we started
the
on,
movie?
the which one? The game?
Yeah. Do you play like the game?
Yeah. So did you ever get
Okay.
the new one? I can't remember what it's called. The Baldur's Gate.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, we
yeah.
have that.
Yeah, yeah. So they had that new one released. We started playing it. We need to play it again. We haven't lately, but he's like one of those that like has to have it perfect, you know? So if you
Uh-huh.
like die, we're going back and restarting. Like
Uh,
so yeah. So like if he watches this, I love you. But like, you know, I'll have to cut that part out there. But yeah, no, we play it. I need to get back into it. We haven't recently, but I take it you do?
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I like I said, I don't know why I'm sitting here, but it kept popping in my head something about D&D, and I felt like it had to do with you, and I'm like, this is completely unrelated to this conversation.
No, I love that shit, man.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Well, I'm glad that I built the courage up to say something.
yeah. Yeah, no, we need to play it more. We could like hook up and play sometime, you know?
Oh, that would be dope.
Mhm.
Yeah,
We have a small group. I DM for him and one of our other buddies, but that's pretty much it.
yeah, yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah,
It'd be a lot of
we'll have
fun.
to yeah, that'd be really cool. But aside from that, I don't think that I have any more paranormal questions.
All right.
No.
I mean, I probably got a million stories, man, but take a while and stuff.
Yeah, I
So,
don't
what
know
is
that we
your podcast too? By the way, I meant to ask you guys that.
The name of it?
Yeah.
Exploring the Unknown.
Mhm.
Okay. Because I wanted to look into it, and I kept forgetting to ask, and everybody's been asking me. I'm like, I don't know. Like,
I'll send you the link.
okay, yeah, yeah. I love podcasts. Like, I work 12-hour days in a factory, so like, I listen to all kinds of stuff.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta listen to something in there.
Yeah. Well, we got 11 episodes for you to check out.
All right, sounds good to me. Hopefully, it was interesting. My
Yeah,
stuff here.
absolutely. Absolutely. I enjoyed talking to you. This was cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
yeah. Do you guys have more Mothman sightings to do, or
Mm-mm. This was
Not
it.
that I
really?
know of.
Really?
Yeah. Hmm.
Yep.
Well, I'm
Yep.
just glad I seen the message because Facebook put it into a message request, and I just so happened to look in there one day, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like that was from days ago.
See, it was meant to be.
It was. If you do, though, I would be interested to know if they had the anxiety before and like the fear. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll
well,
ask if we
hmm
have them
Yeah,
all
yeah.
along. Off.
yeah, for
If you
sure.
do, you know, because it's overwhelming.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. It was a very overwhelming moment. And then I had to go to
Yeah.
work, like, after
That's on
that,
your
and I
mind
was,
all
like,
day.
so yeah, I was so wound up and, like, kept thinking about it, and I messaged my friend, I'm like, "Dude, I just saw Jeepers Creepers, I don't know what's going on." I'm like, you know, like, especially because he's got that truck, right?
Hmm.
Hmm
Well, I had just before that, I saw a truck with, like, stadium lights on there, I'm like, "What the hell?" Like,
Yeah, now that you mention it, I wonder if maybe he wasn't drawn to that. Maybe that's what he was
I wondered
following.
that. I thought about that, not to keep you guys on longer, but no, like, 'cause it was so weird. I don't know if it was a side by side or what, but it was so early in the morning,
Yeah.
Hmm.
and, like, it was blinding. Like, it looked like somebody had taken stadium lights, those big old lights, and there was, like, a group of them on the top of this vehicle, and they were on.
Yeah.
'Cause I kinda almost wondered, and this is gonna sound really stupid, like, but, I mean, I've talked about stupid stuff already, so it's whatever. But, almost wondered if somebody was trying to draw him to it. You know what I mean?
That's what I was just thinking. If maybe
Hmm.
somebody's out there trying to,
Trying to find him.
yeah,
And, like, they've got these big old lights. Cause what's the purpose of having that? Cause even, like, hunters, cause I thought maybe they were hunting or something.
yeah.
Like, they've got, like, a spotlight. They don't have
hmm
stadium lights.
Mm-mm.
They were on top
Like,
of the vehicle,
yeah, yeah. It was
like
weird.
facing up.
No, like, they were on top of the front of the vehicle. They were facing, like, towards me, kinda like headlights would be,
Hmm.
Okay.
but it was on top of it. You know how, like what stadium lights look like, right?
Yeah.
You got, like,
Yeah.
the box or whatever, and there's all those lights in there. That's what it looked like. Looked like somebody
Huh.
had taken stadium lights and stuck on top of this truck and had it in front of their vehicle, but they had headlights. 'Cause that,
Yeah.
like, I was trying to figure out why you would need that. Like, what's the purpose of that?
Right. Was you
Because, like I
passing them, or
said,
were they like going
yeah,
the
no,
opposite
there
direction?
I was passing him. So I was passing that vehicle. That's when I was feeling all that anxiety. It was before I even seen the car. Like there was nothing near me whenever I started getting really anxious. And like all of a sudden this truck come by or whatever it was with all those stadium lights past me. And then like maybe a minute after that is whenever I saw it.
Mm,
Like it was just the whole situation was just weird.
yeah,
I think it could have been drawn to those lights.
that's what I'm thinking.
That's what I thought. And it made me wonder, is somebody out there, like, maybe not hunting him, but just trying to find kinda like, Bigfoot,
Hmm.
everybody's always
Yeah.
looking for Bigfoot, and I'm sure they all
Yeah.
have their ways, to try to draw him
hmm
in.
Hmm.
So, is there somebody out there with, like, this big old stadium light truck trying to find Mothman?
I don't know if there is, and you're listening to the podcast, please reach out to us. We'd love to
Yeah.
talk to you.
Yeah. I want to know, man.
We need to put
Like,
like some art chalk.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You let me know how that goes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
help out.
Put them on there. Let us know. Well, hey, we'll come for a ride. We'll go with you.
Yeah.
See if we can find him. Yeah.
uh,
So,
all right. Well, hey, Jess, we don't want to hold you up anymore. We really enjoyed this. Thank you for coming on.
oh, no problem. I hope it was, like I said, I hope it was interesting, you know.
It
Yeah, it
was. Yeah.
definitely was.
Very interesting. Yep.
Yeah. Hopefully, somebody watches it, I guess. You
Yeah.
know.
Well, we got what 200 and almost 240 subscribers on YouTube,
Yeah.
something like that.
Nice.
So,
Nice. My mom's gonna be watching, so
yep.
might get her too.
There we go. Give her a shout out.
All right. Yeah. Hey, mom.
All right,
That's
Jess.
great.
We'll let you go, and we hope you have a nice day.
All right, you guys too. Thanks.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye.
So
Bye.
yeah, definitely a fun conversation. If nothing else,
Yeah.
talked about some paranormal, some UFOs.
Some Bigfoot, some Mothman,
Some D&D.
some D&D. Dude, I'm sitting here thinking, like, we're talking about Mothman, and in my brain it goes, ask her if she plays D&D. I was like, what? Why? We're talking about Mothman. No, I ain't asking her that. Going on a little bit longer. Paranormal, D&D. And I'm like, all right, I have to ask her now because that's weird.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Exploring the Unknown. We really enjoyed talking to Jessica today about her Mothman experience and her paranormal experiences. If you have any encounters, please email us at exploringunknown@outlook.com. And go to our socials in the link below. All our socials are listed, and hope to hear from you guys soon.
Yeah, this was a really good one. I enjoyed talking to Jess.
I did too. So we're gonna switch it up a little bit today with Would You Rather question. So we're gonna do a little D&D style type thing today. If you don't know what D&D is, it's Dungeons and Dragons. So perched anonymously in the mist, its glaring eyes fixated on them with deafening screeches, Mothman descends, ready to attack. The adventurer must quickly decide, fight or flee. As tension mounts, they must prepare for the battle encounters with this legendary crypto.
So it is screeching deafeningly and descending from its perch.
Yes. What do you do?
I'm gonna try to screech back at it.
You're gonna go and try to scooch back at it.
Yeah. What do I got? I need. What am I gonna roll? What would that be? I think it would be like an intimidation check.
I was gonna go with a performance check to see how well you perform it.
Okay, let's see how good of a screech I do. I got a D20. Do you have a DC?
I'll make one up.
Okay.
That's reasonable.
Okay. Let's see. How good of a screech do I do? That's a 5, my dude.
That's not good at all.
I just go, ah!
It's not intimidating at all. The screech is louder as it comes towards you.
We forgot to tell everybody that we're going to be at that convention at the end of the year in September.
We did. Yep. September 6th and 7th, I believe.
What is it? PA Bigfoot Camping Adventure or something like that? Or is it just Bigfoot Camping?
It's PA Bigfoot.
PA Bigfoot. I'm excited. It'll be cool. If you're in Farmington area or enjoy Bigfoot and would like to take the drive, meet us there and sit down, have a conversation. We'll record a podcast. It'll be great. Maybe we'll give you a couple of autographs.
You're working my autographs.
Oh man. All right. Well, I don't think I have anything else to add.
Nope.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks
Have
for
a good
listening.
night.
Have a good night.
See ya.